Hola, hola, and welcome to day 7 of my live streaming challenge. So, a quick recap: this is me using live. I've been coached to use live, go live for 30 days, and basically practice, public speaking, practice verbal communication, practice, just getting better at connecting my thoughts to my words. And what I'm trying to do is basically just close the gap between how comfortable I am in front of camera, or on stage or in verbal communication, with how comfortable I am writing, and trying to close the gap there, because I'm much more comfortable with writing than I am speaking. So this is day 7, and appreciate you joining. Now, I'm actually going to talk today about something that's not sales related, and it's only marginally business related. But a couple days ago, on after one of my lives, somebody commented on LinkedIn. They said, hey, I have a suggestion. Remove the sunglasses, and remove the hat. You're not projecting a very professional image. Dress well. It was something to the effect of dress the role that you're looking to obtain, or something like that. Now, I'm not trying to obtain a role, so it's completely irrelevant. But my first reaction was actually, it was just to laugh it off, like, actually, no, it's not true. My first reaction was, but then I said, like, this isn't worth my time. So let me just laugh it off. And I, but a couple days prior, I actually read a message of Scott Lee's, who I love on LinkedIn, and he has a really great post, and it said, winning strategies for commenting on people's appearance on Zoom meetings, webinars, or events. Number one, don't. Number two, seriously, don't. Number three, no, really, I mean it. Don't do this. Double points for using this winning strategy in person, or face to face. And it kind of made me laugh. But the thing is, like, the commenting in the feedback, that I'm not necessarily projecting like a really professional image with when I wear a backwards hat or sunglasses or tank tops or whatever. Like, this isn't actually new. This isn't like a new thing that's come up since I moved to Baja or anything. Like, this is actually, like, I think the first thing when it comes to appearance, or dress code or whatever it is. I was in high school, and I bought a T-shirt and said, "Don't fuck with Mr. Clean," and I had Mr. Clean like sitting there like this. And I wore it to school. So I go to the first period, and the teacher says, "All right, well, that's completely inappropriate. You need to turn that inside out." And I did. And then between first period and second period, I decided I'd flip it back out, and go to the second period. So the second period, I get sent down to the office. Eventually, my mom gets called, and I'll never forget what my mom said. She said, "Well, honey, you can wear whatever you want. Just be prepared for the consequences, with your choices." And I took it. I took it literally. That you can wear whatever you want. Just be prepared that there may be some negative attention. And the thing is, like, I'm not for everyone. My style isn't for everyone. And this is, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. The dress code thing. When I eventually later, when I started, got a real job, and I was working at an organization that it was all suits and ties. Like, it was a suit and tie environment and culture, as an organization, very prestigious organization. And I went in, and was in sales. Eventually, was leading the sales team. And as we started to crush numbers, I started to bend the rules a little bit. And we went from an organization, or within our team, we went from being in an organization that was, suits and ties, to shorts and flip flops. Like, I mean, we had wheeled in ping pong tables. We were in shorts. We were in flip flops. And the thing was, like, the results of the team spoke for themselves. While we were there, we built a world class sales organization. We built a world class culture, and engagement with the team, and core values. We doubled revenue per sale. We led the first increase in customers. It was on a downward trajectory. We led the first increase in a decade. We didn't miss numbers for a complete decade. So the numbers, like, spoke for themselves, and we did it playing ping pong and shorts and flip flops. And the more we delivered, the more leeway we got. And after I left that organization, I mean, I've done the same thing ever since then. I've gone into boardrooms with Harvard MBAs and in hoodies, and I run my business from from Baja in a tank top. And I is it professional? I don't know. It's but it is my style, and my style is definitely not for everyone. I'm the first to acknowledge that, and that's, like I said, that's perfectly okay. But here's the cool part: to me, it actually serves as a filter. Like, the benefit to me in projecting my style and the way that I do things really serves as a filter. And what I mean by that is, for people that are for clients, for example, like clients, like if you don't want to work with me because I work in a tank top, that's cool. Like, I if you're more focused on appearances, that's okay. I probably don't want to work with you either, because I'm more interested in results. Like, I'm more interested in outcomes. And if somebody can deliver world class results and do it in a fucking tank top and cussing and flip flops, I will take that person over the person that dresses well. Because you know what? Anyone can dress well. Anyone can play the part, and not everyone can deliver the results. And so I want to work with clients that are results driven, that are focused on outcomes. And so in some ways, my style actually helps me gravitate, or I'm be more attracted to the clients that I'm a good fit for. So just a little background. That's my view on dress codes. I think they're worthless. More focused on outcomes, and like I said, I know who I prefer to work with. Now, I have gotten some really, like, that suggestion was worthless to me, but I have really gotten some really good advice from friends that have been watching this, and I really do appreciate that, like the constructive feedback that I'm getting. Couple notes: I've been as I do this, I've been told, like, think about the pauses, and the in between statements. I think I tend to pause and think and try to process what I'm saying, much like I do when I'm writing. So thinking about the pausing, I think that was really good feedback so far. Filler words is something that I'm now more cognizant of, but it's almost like thinking about it as during your golf swing, trying to think about every single thing as you go through. It can be a little bit distracting. So maybe a good exercise at the end of this will be transcribing some of these, and going back and looking at what those filler words are. But the pauses, the filler words. A friend of mine over the weekend said, treat the camera like it's a friend, because I have a tendency, as I'm doing these, because there's no one here, to just kind of talk and um, you know, as if no one's here, and just treat the camera like it's a friend. And it actually helps relax just a little bit in doing that, but it keeps me more focused on you. And then I was told to be myself a little bit more, maybe use some humor. And by using humor, I'm probably going to be more inclined to enjoy this, as opposed to looking at it as a big chore or pain in the ass. So I really do appreciate the constructive feedback that's come in. Please continue to share it. And if it's more suggestions on my appearance, I suggest taking Scott Leese's advice. Cool. See you. I'm out. Thanks.